family. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing some wild Reddit stories, all right? And
today is, am I overreacting?
Am I overreacting? So we're going to be going through a few scenarios and we're going to see whether or not they were overreacting or not. And we're going to share a couple of our own personal experiences as well, so that way you guys can learn a little bit about us throughout the process of this, all right? So make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here, don't forget to turn on all notifications so that way you don't miss any upload.
Let's get into it. Am I overreacting because my husband ignored me at my own birthday dinner? He showed up 30 minutes late, barely spoke to me, and spent most of the dinner on his phone. I quietly left before dessert, and now he's mad at me for ruining the night. He says I'm being childish and that he was just dealing with work stuff. Am I overreacting?
What are your thoughts?
I think there is a time and a place, and if he knew that he was gonna be late and on top of that not really feeling a birthday type of vibe, that he should have just stayed home. He could have communicated with her that he was already late, he doesn't want to ruin her day. If he goes, he doesn't want to off-put her in any way. And he should just...
It's her birthday though, so I'm feeling like this. If it's work-related stuff, then she's overreacting.
I don't think it's about him being late though, it's more about him being standoffish.
Because he's dealing with work stuff right now?
Mentally, not like physically.
He said
he was on his phone.
Right, no, I'm trying to make sense of it. It's just like, if he's dealing with work stuff, sometimes like, being in management positions, higher positions, it comes with a lot of stress. You can't leave your work at work. Probably was a bad day at work. So I feel like in that situation, she should have a little bit more grace, because she's talking about her husband, right? So you should have a little more grace in that situation.
It's a birthday dinner. I could see if it was just any dinner.
He showed up. That's all. I give him points for showing up. If the question is, am I overreacting? Yes.
In a sense of she shouldn't have left before dessert. I feel like she could have stuck it out.
He made his way to come celebrate your day with you when he could have just stayed at work and finished what keeps this lifestyle going for you. I'm not saying she's not working. We don't know the whole case. But it's like, overreact, man. Would you
leave?
mad?
I would be upset. I wouldn't leave my own birthday dinner, but clearly.
If the roles were reversed and you were late to my birthday party or a birthday event, whatever I had going on, if it was work, I will understand.
It's about communication.
Yeah.
You're communicating that, oh, I'm gonna still be working, I'm gonna be late, I still got all this on my plate. She didn't know what was happening. Like, he's like, oh, he's ignoring me, but he's really working on his phone. Didn't say that until.
So communication,
yeah.
That's a good argument. I guess we let the people see what they think about that one, but all right.
What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below.
Who tripping on that one?
Let's see. Am I overreacting for asking my wife to stop posting about our arguments on Facebook? Whenever we have a disagreement, she goes straight to Facebook and posts these vague quotes and statuses about how she deserves better or how someone lacks communication. Then our family starts commenting, taking her side, and it makes me look bad. I told her it bothers me, and she says I'm being dramatic because it's just social media. Am I overreacting? What are your thoughts, Pam?
You know how I feel. I don't even know how you got that question. No, I'm kidding. But
if the shoe fits.
So today I'm going to say like, nah, not really. But you got to understand, people know you. So now they start to know you. So if you put out subliminal messages about how your dude ain't nothing, subliminal messages, even though it's social media, people know that y'all two together, you just publicly shaming this person.
Right.
Like, would you want somebody to do that to you?
No.
If I did that, would you be?
No.
Right. So it's like, is he overreacting?
I don't think he's overreacting, but I don't think it's really what she posted that makes him mad. It's probably the family commenting and agreeing with her. Everybody else is how they're reacting to it.
I think he's more embarrassed the fact that she putting a business out there subliminally online and people close to her, like family, is seeing that. And that's embarrassing, because then you're gonna try to bring me to these events and I gotta know that they gonna know that we ain't on good terms. And it's like, it ain't about being genuine and being real. You're supposed to keep certain things within your four walls of your home. If you're not in danger or something is immediately physically trying to harm you in some way, or some way you losing yourself, then it's like, you should keep that self between y'all. Telling the world your business ain't gonna make them, it's not gonna do nothing but make people look at,
get the attention you're looking for.
Keep people in that negative space for y'all. You gonna get better, you and your dude gonna try to move on, and people not gonna wanna see that. They're gonna be like, nah, remember when you said he was X, Y, and Z? See, that's why you should put your business out there, especially if you're going right back to that person. So
just stay private.
I guess we agree.
Not publicly.
So we agree on that. Huh? Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, we in the beginning relationships, we had those issues, right? Let's just be real. We had those issues. We would run the social media and all that stuff with the drama before we was known on social media.
I think it was more like a venting outlet though. We don't really have had friends at the time that
so I get why people do it, because they don't have that outlet to talk to other people. So I understand that, because I'm that way too, in a sense. Well, I have you, so I can conversate with you, but For 4 years, I'll run the social media. If I'm mad at you, but I learned to stop doing that because I realized you just put people in your business. So I'm happy
I feel like
I
a lot
learned
of people just need that validation though. They're not tripping. Am I overreacting? People be needing that validation to ask another person.
But we agree.
I hope so.
All right, we agree on that one. What y'all think, Messy Family? Let us know in the comment section if you still hanging around with us.
Am I overreacting for being upset my sister asked my ex-husband to help her move? We've been divorced for 2 years now, and it was a really ugly breakup. My sister called me and casually mentioned that he came over with his truck to help her move some furniture. I told her I thought it was inappropriate, and she said I'm being petty. Am I overreacting?
I'm sorry, I was distracted by your dress. It's a nice dress. Well, how would you feel in that situation?
There's a difference between if it's an ex-boyfriend or an ex-husband. When they marry you, they married into the family. They treat them like brothers. They treat them like sisters. Right. You can't really expect that bond to be broken. Let's be for real.
I feel like you can get over it though.
And I don't like how she said she casually brought it up. She didn't even say beforehand, is it cool if I ask so? I feel like that's the conversation that should be had.
There's probably some foul play in that, but as the sister, the one who got divorced, if you move on, you don't care about stuff like that. I don't care. I wouldn't care. How would I care?
I think it's just how she brought it up.
Yeah.
It's how you tell somebody. It's one thing if you ask, and then it's another if you're telling them after you do the so-called foul play.
Tell sister for sure. If you know somebody did you like your sibling wrong, though, you're supposed to hold them down. That's
a rat.
You call somebody else. Call 2 men in a truck or something. I don't know. Call somebody else.
You couldn't ask anyone else.
For real. If y'all still hanging around with us, let us know what y'all think so far.
Am I overreacting for refusing to babysit my brother's kids after he trashed my parenting? At Thanksgiving, my brother said in front of everyone that I'm a bad mom because I'm too strict and lazy. A week later, he asked me to watch his kids so he could go out. I said no, and now he and my mom are saying I'm holding a grudge and being petty. Am I overreacting?
What do you think?
If you could publicly disrespect me in front of everybody and question my parenting, which is definitely a no-no, that's super disrespectful, and then behind closed doors you're asking me to watch your kid, so clearly you don't think I'm a bad parent, no, I'm not helping.
I'm gonna say she's not overreacting then. I'm petty like that too though, because if you try me like that, I'm probably gonna learn from it, but we not cool right now because that was scary.
That sounds like him just putting her in another position to be like, you're a bad parent. This is what happened when you watch my kid.
I just want to know what she did. What did she do?
Right. What caused this? Am I overreacting because my wife still wears jewelry her ex gave her? It's nothing super flashy, just a necklace and a bracelet. But I know these were gifts from her ex. She says it's just jewelry and she doesn't even think about him when she wears it. But it bothers me every time I see it. She told me I'm being insecure and ridiculous. Am I overreacting?
Tell them we all overreacted there, because I would be overreacting for sure. 100%. Because I feel like this. Sentimental value. People act like that stuff don't exist. Like these things don't bring back memories. You hear a song, your favorite song from back in the day, it sparks a memory in your mind. So when you open up that jewelry box, there's no way you look at this jewelry that's different than all the other jewelry and you don't think nothing of it. You don't think about the person who gave it to you. You don't have those moments. So I can understand the valid crash out of a man. Let go of all those unbreakable bond things you have with this person. And jewelry is one. If I was a man on the other side and I saw you with the jewelry I bought you, I would still feel like you like me. I would feel like you still got a thing for me.
Delusion.
I would feel like your man ain't doing enough for you. Cause
why is that the choice of jewelry?
I would say your man ain't doing enough for you because you still wearing the jewelry I got you. So that's what men think when we see that. Like, I got you jewelry, why are you still wearing that jewelry? I think a woman's comeback from that would be like, well, get me some new jewelry. And you gotta respect that as a man, like, all right, cool, but as a woman, you should still respect the fact that if he don't want you to wear that out there because another man's trophy hanging around your neck to him, it's not the jewelry, it's just the fact that the principle. That's my take. I hope that ain't toxic.
I don't think he's overreacting because if it was vice versa, I would probably be super mad at you. Rip it from your neck.
I can't take off this necklace she bought me.
One day it would just be missing, and one day it would just be missing.
I just said one day I would just be missing. What the? You tripping.
Yep. Am I overreacting? Next. You like that?
She's reading all of them, y'all. I'm not reading none of these. I'll be reading like a robot. I got ADHD, y'all. I promise I'll be trying my best. I needed her to come on to this channel, trust me.
I need you too.
Oh, that's cute. All right, what's the next one?
Am I overreacting because my fiance hasn't told his family we're engaged? We've been together for 4 years and engaged for 3 months now. Every time I bring up meeting his family or announcing the engagement, he says it's not the right time and that they're very private, but he still hangs out with them regularly and introduced me as his friend. I feel like he's hiding me. Am I overreacting?
She said they're engaged?
For 3 months now. They've been dating for 4.
And he ain't told nobody?
That they're together. and that they're just friends.
What do you think?
I think that he is protecting you because his family will be super judgmental when they find out that you're his girl.
I did not see that take coming from you. I thought you were about to say something completely different. I did not know you was going to
I'm not saying she's overreacting, but I'm pretty sure that's why. If he's hiding her from his family, it's because his family will probably ruin that. He's probably waiting for the marriage to happen, or that they'll just jinx it in a sense. Like, you're engaged.
That's
to
an
her.
interesting perspective. I did not think you was going to take that angle. I thought you was going to side more with her, honestly.
I do side with her.
So it's some pretty debatable topics.
I do side with her, but it's a lot of reasons why people don't bring you around their family.
So you saying that she is overreacting?
I'm saying she should be upset about it, but she probably comes from a healthy family. It's different when you don't have that, because families can ruin that.
So speaking personally from our perspective, I have a toxic family. I wouldn't hide you from my family though. I wouldn't not tell them I'm about to get engaged to you. I wouldn't keep that from them no matter how toxic they are. I don't think that'll change my perspective. The reason why he hides it is because he's uncertain. And I thought you was gonna take that angle too, I ain't gonna lie. So, but I think he's just uncertain of the girl. They've been engaged for a few months. He's just trying to fill her out right now. Cause sometimes I think men get peer pressured into marriage. So they quick to get you the ring because
they were dating for 4 years.
Right. So sometimes they get you the ring and they don't realize that ring it's an expiration date on it, an engagement ring. So I think he's just more trying to fill it out first to see if this is something he want to go with. Because if you in love and you obsessed with your partner, why wouldn't you tell everybody? Like, why wouldn't you try to tell everybody, like, hey, this is my fiance?
I feel like it's similar to when younger people are dating and then they tell people, oh, this is who I'm dating, and they finally post that first picture. Here comes the inboxes.
Yeah,
but instead of the inboxes, it's the family judging. That's how I feel like.
You gotta have a certain level of not giving a fuck. I don't care.
It's different when you gotta see them every day. She said they see each other regularly, like the family.
So if I post a person I love that I'm engaged to, that I've been for 4 years, and my family just don't mess with them, then I won't mess with my family.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. This is the person I'm with every day. If you think I'm about to put that over family, it's crazy. Like,
some people do.
No, this is your own peace and your own happiness. Why would I put my family over that and those people not with you? This is my family.
But he says they see each other regularly, like the family. He sees this family regularly. So his family is a big part of his life.
Right. So that means it's her that's in question, not the family.
All right.
So I don't feel like the family is in question. If the family is in question, he wouldn't even be bringing her around. Would you? Would you bring me around somebody who's gonna try to sabotage?
That's why I feel like it's different. It's one thing when somebody's like, oh, this is just my friend. They're saying it like, oh, they're not taking it serious. We're not gonna judge them. But then it's like, let's say you got an overprotective mom who's like, that judges the girls you bring around, compares her to the exes, or be like, she doesn't meet your standards. They can have a family like that. It doesn't even have to be toxic. It could be an overprotective family.
Right, you think that your mom won't approve, your family won't approve. But that just shows that you're not ready then. I'm just being real.
You still care about what everybody else thinks.
If you're holding down your own house, you're supposed to be holding down, like, you're supposed to stand on business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
stand up to them.
This is my fiance. If you don't like it, you better keep it to yourself. You feel
Some
me?
people aren't like that, but I feel like
that ain't got nothing to do with roles and my mom. This is the person I'm about to marry. So everybody should have a level of respect for that. If you don't have no respect for that, then you're gonna lose my respect, even if it's temporarily. I might come back in the future, but if it's disrespectful to the point that I feel like y'all two can't be around each other because of that, my mom or my family member who did it, I'm gonna cut them off. Because I know you more than I know them.
It's easier for us to say that. But then you got the people that won't even marry anybody if they don't ask for the father's hand. I marry your daughter. If my dad doesn't approve, I'm not marrying you. A lot of people take that seriously.
Nah, I get it.
So I agree with you that it's not overreacting. You should stand on business about your partner, but it just...
I'm saying that because that's not asking us that's not a lot. That's not asking a man a lot. It's not asking a lot for us to do that. If we're not doing that, it's because we're not really rocking with you. But my thing is, why would I engage somebody unless I already told them all of this dark stuff about you? Is it really hiding the fact that protecting her from the family, or protecting the fact that he was talking crazy and now they engaged? I'm saying, so what y'all think, Messy family? Y'all think it could be something like that? Let us know in the comment section.
Overreacting because my husband still goes out to lunch with his ex-wife. They've been divorced for almost 6 years and we've been married for 3. He says their lunches are just about the kids, but it feels unnecessary and disrespectful. I asked him if they could just talk over the phone or in a group setting, and he told me I'm insecure and controlling. I trust him, but I don't trust her. Am I overreacting? Not at all. You're not overreacting. They have FaceTime, Uvu even. I don't know what they're using on other apps or other devices, but there are definitely other ways to talk about children than over dinner for lunch.
So this is crazy. That's so obviously wrong. Like, I don't even know how somebody can even defend that. I wanted to be like, is it another way? Maybe it's a way that makes sense. But that is just pushing boundaries. You said your ex-wife, so this must be somebody you love going on lunch breaks with. Like, this must be your favorite out to eat partner. It's your foodie partner. Right. Who's taking that bill? That's the real question. Is the bill being split or is the bill being paid for by the daddy? Nah, that's crazy. I don't think she overreacting. I think that is purely disrespectful. I like to put ourselves in those situations. What I do, would you be okay with? I don't even understand why I would want to do that. I don't have an excuse for that.
Not at all.
Maybe they gotta talk about the kids on the phone. We're in 2025.
There's no excuse.
You've been taking her out for years?
Said they were divorced 6 years and he's been married to his wife for 3.
And she's been going on dates with this man still while they've been married?
I see probably he'll be like, oh, I've been doing this for years. Now it's a problem. I feel like that's why you gotta, if you don't see something right in the beginning, you address it then.
She didn't put her foot down 3 years later.
So now it's like, well, why don't you trust me now?
This must be the story of Cooper Kente. The hell we talking about?
If it was vice versa.
It wouldn't have lasted that long. 100% it wouldn't have.
He came in and cut everything off. He said clean sweep.
Yep, everybody gotta go. I'm not gonna lie. Peace out. It's a Virgo thing. You a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. She know how it is. I don't know why she be acting.
Address it in the beginning.
I definitely get it out the way in the beginning because you gotta let people know where you stand though. You know that about me personally. I'm gonna let you know how I stand. I'm never gonna just let somebody just walk over me in no way. I'm gonna tell you however I can tell you, and then out of respect, because I know in the beginning of a relationship we just learning each other. So
know the boundaries.
So how the fastest way to learn somebody is if they giving you the stuff that you like. Why would I make you wait years to learn me when I could just tell you like, hey, I don't like that. You know, so that's why I don't like that. It's not to be controlling or to be like, everybody move, it's mine. It's just more to be like respect. I'm real big off respect. So if I give you that
standards.
I mean, what would you?
No, I wouldn't like that. But I see why he continued it on for so long, because she didn't voice her.
You feel like she overreacted?
No, I'm saying she waited too late. I'm saying he probably like, now you're overreacting, like you're just being insecure. You waited so long.
She waited too long, but that don't change the fact that it's wrong.
It's wrong.
But I'm wondering, I'm just trying to figure out, I wasn't a problem 3 years ago. Yeah. Why is it a problem now? Don't even tell them it's been going on for 3 years. Because now we're thinking, like, is this a...
Why'd you put up with it?
Is this a swingers party? I don't know.
What's the beef now?
She must have got kicked out. She must have got kicked out of the poly. She tell it for no reason. I feel like they had some freakiness going on or something.
That's a long time.
She got kicked out. You know what? You're no longer invited to the lunch. But either way, that's crazy. She shouldn't have allowed it. But
what do you guys think? Does it change the scenario because they have children together, or is it just completely unacceptable? Let us know down below.
All right, Messy family. So that pretty much wraps up these Reddit stories for the day. Now remember, if you guys have personal stories that you want to share anonymously, you can share that with us. Just go ahead and email it to us at messylifestories@gmail.com. Just put anonymous in the subject bar and tell us your story, and we'll possibly feature you in the next video. If you want to leave your tags and your name or tag or whatever the case may be, you can share it if you want to. If you don't mind being public with your statement, then be public. I don't care. But if it's good, we'll definitely review it. As long as it's not crazy inappropriate. All right, let's keep it PG, please, in a sense. But keep it grown, but not too grown. Just social media. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.